oftentimes this is how we look in our lives. We're holding something that is cool. It's great. We've gone comfortable. We've really gotten attached to something. But what God has for us is so much bigger and it's so much greater. Now, for him to receive the new, Jordan has to let go of that. For him to receive the thing that God has prepared for him. Now, this is the thing about God. God will tell you the promise, but God won't always show you the promise. To receive, to go to the next level, it will require a faith move. A faith move where Jordan must sit down and let go of Paco, whom he's loved for a long time. You must put him down, Jordan.
Hey my loves, hi guys. I'm back to your screen, guys. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. I have some things I would love to share with you guys, and from the beginning I'm sure you already know what I want to talk about, but let's just get into it. Okay, so after what seemed like forever, I finally quit my job. Okay, I just mustered courage one day and I did it. So a little backstory. On the 1st of August 2024, I had started a prayer challenge. I just feel like I needed some answers. Felt like I wanted God to give me answers or just point me in some sort of direction, because at that point I wasn't happy. A lot of things were just not working. And it's funny because that challenge started on the 1st of August, and on that same day, barely 30 minutes into my prayers, I heard the voice. It was so clear, like nothing could have prepared me for that moment, right? I just heard a voice in my head, and the only thing the voice said to me was, leave this place. Like, it mentioned the name of the company I was working with. You guys, you know when you're praying and then for a minute you just freeze? That was exactly what happened to me. I froze up for like 5 seconds. I was like, it felt so unreal, because this was like the first day of the prayer, and I was thinking that it's something that would take me like 30 days, or maybe after my prayers I was going to, get some sort of answer or something. I don't even know what I was expecting, but I just know that I wanted to pray. I remember I kept asking myself that day, is this how God speaks to people? Is this how people hear God? Like, do people really hear God this loud and clear? Does he mention names? Funny thing is, before going into that prayer marathon, right, I didn't do the prayers because I wanted to quit my job. So the fact that this was the answer, I just knew that God wanted me to just do this. But guess what, you guys? Guess what? I did not go. I did not go anywhere. As a mere human, and as the stubborn child that I am, I did not quit. I just kind of got scared of the whole process. I had no backup plan. I had no extra source of income. I had nothing to fall back on. My savings were not even like going to be enough for me to sustain myself at that point if I really wanted to, because I had a project I was working on that required a lot of funds at the same time. So it's like, if I'm going to put my savings into this project, how then am I going to survive? It was just a very crazy time. I just kind of stayed. I thought I was doing the right thing. I felt like God would understand, as much as he wanted me out of here, I still kind of just wanted him to do something else for me before I obey his instruction. Felt like I was giving God an ultimatum, like, okay, God, I hear you. Oh yeah, you said I should leave my job, Abi. Oh yeah, give me another one now so that I would have a backup plan. That was exactly what it felt like I was doing, you guys. And I stayed, right? I stayed August, I stayed September, I stayed October, I stayed November, I stayed December, I stayed January. January came and I stayed back. Those periods, those 6 long months that I stayed back in that company, you guys, that was like the most miserable time of my life. I was so sad. I was getting depressed. I was battling with my health. I was becoming very unproductive. I was beginning to hate myself. I was beginning to hate who I was becoming in that job. I was beginning to hate the experiences. I was just really unhappy about a whole lot of things. So me staying back for that extra 5 months, it just felt like torture. It felt like torment. And somehow, this might not make sense, right? But I feel like God was trying to punish me, not in a bad way, the way a father would punish a child that was disobedient. So I just felt like God was trying to punish me and tell me that I gave you an instruction and you disobeyed. So what exactly were you expecting? Were you expecting to be the happiest person on planet Earth? Were you expecting that everything was just going to fall into place? You know, I just wanted you to obey. And you guys, it was so tough. It was so hard. I lost the project I told you guys I was working on, I lost it. It didn't work out. So I was not asking myself, this whole thing, like, what was down the need of staying back? Like, I could have just done what he wanted me to do and then just see what he was going to do. Because the truth is, God would not take you to a place and just leave you hanging, right? So that was exactly like the whole thing that was going through my head. And then I just woke up one day in February, and without thinking about it, without making plans, without overthinking anything, I mustered that courage. I wrote my resignation letter and I left. Writing that resignation letter was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in such a long time. And this is because having spent 7 years in a company, you guys, 7 years is not 7 days, it's not 7 weeks, it's not 7 months. My struggle, my sacrifice, everything is in that company, you get. So having spent that long amount of years, I was opportune to be part of the management team. So I built a very good relationship with my bosses and my colleagues, especially the ones in the management team. I wasn't ready to tell anybody because I didn't want anybody to try to discourage me, and I felt like nobody was going to understand. How do you explain to these people that, okay, I'm not doing again, no, it's time for me to go, God said I should go? They will not understand. They can never understand. In fact, nobody understands things of God. I feel like when it comes to personal relationship with God, it should be between you and God, because nobody else can understand. It's always a personal journey. God can just send you to just do something random, something that doesn't even make sense. You cannot explain to anybody. So at that point, I wasn't ready to have the conversation with anybody. I just wrote the resignation letter and I submitted. I filmed the process of me writing that letter. I think I did it because I wanted to just come back one day and look at the videos and smile. I wasn't sure, or rather, I didn't plan to really share with you guys. Well, here we are. And I don't regret it, honestly, because in between that 7 years, I had 4 years to complete my BSc, which I'm really grateful for. If I have the opportunity, actually, I would have done it sooner. I really would have done it sooner, because that moment of disobedience, that moment of not doing what God wanted me to do, I didn't like myself. I didn't like myself. And I'm really, really happy that even with everything that happened, God being such a merciful Father, He showed me mercy. He showed me mercy. Like, quitting this job has come with a lot of blessings in disguise. It has come with a lot of clarity. As much as I've been like behind the scene, not being on YouTube and everything, but I've really grown mentally and I'm happy about that. So yeah, long story short, I had to take a break on YouTube because of everything that was going on. The iPhone 13 I was using to vlog belonged to the company. The laptop I was using also belonged to the company, so I had to return that. So I really had nothing left, you guys. I had nothing to vlog with. I had my phone, but my phone wasn't like giving me that, and because I was so used to vlogging with the iPhone 13, it just took me such a long time to try to adjust to my own personal phone. And God being so faithful, He blessed me with amazing people. You guys, when I told Lillian about quitting my job, she had this laptop that was shipped from the US, which she was meant to sell, but she legit gave me one of it and said, you know what, take this, do what you can with it till whenever I can get a laptop for myself. So guys, like, tell me God is not good. Just tell me God is not good. God would always make a way. Like, you just need to trust. Because I don't know how that happened. Lillian doesn't sell laptop, but it just so happened that at that point in time, she had laptops that were shipped. Like, that was such a beautiful thing. Like, Lillian is just someone, I'm just really grateful for her. And then I'm also very grateful to my family because there was no judgment. Everybody in my family just supported my decision. I also feel like that's just God's own way of showing up for me. It really was just the little things, honestly, and everything was just falling in pleasant places, like every single thing, just like God promised. I felt seen by God. I felt heard by God. I felt remembered by God. Like, I was just so emotional because even in my disobedience, right, God was just showing up. He was just holding me. He was promising me that he would never let me go. He was making things happen, like little things that on a normal day you wouldn't even be grateful for. I started noticing them. I started noticing how everything was just aligning just for my favor. And I'm really, really grateful that I have the opportunity to get to know God the way I am knowing him every single day, because I'm still on that journey. Like, I've been going through so many phases with God. Like, it's been from one phase to the other. When I think I'm done with this part and I've figured it out, he moves me to the next level, and I just find myself trying to figure it out again. And he doesn't let me go. Like, he doesn't leave me hanging. He's with me all the step of the way. It now goes beyond, just going to church, trying to read the word, trying to understand the word. It's now also in character development. I've been finding myself in so many uncomfortable positions, and the only thing I keep reminding myself is that you have to obey. Just do what he wants, because you know that the results will be beautiful. So why are you trying to hold back? Just do what he wants. And you guys, it's been an amazing experience. And the reason I'm sharing this is not just because I wanted to come and tell you guys that, I quit my job. That's not the story. The reason I'm sharing this is because I want to reach out to as many of you that are going through so many different phases of your life, and you're a Christian and you're a believer. I just want to let you know that if you're trying to seek answers from God, be rest assured that he can speak to anyone. He can speak directly to you. It doesn't have to be through your pastor or through somebody, I don't know, but he can actually speak directly to you. You just have to learn to listen, right? And be careful, because you might just hear a lot of voices and you won't even know which one is from God. But you have to get to a certain point in your fellowship with him for you to really understand and hear his word clearly. So you have to, I think you should just pray for a spirit of discernment. You have to be able to discern and know when God is speaking to you, because trust me, you are going to hear voices. Hey, ask for spirit of clarity. You need to be clear on what God is saying, right? So that you don't just pick up on anything and just say, God told me. Nah, it doesn't work like that. So for as much as you that are going through something, seeking for answers from God, trying to fellowship more with God, trying to know God more, I need to just tell you that it is a beautiful experience and it is a beautiful place to be in. So just keep praying, just keep believing, just keep doing everything you can, and be rest assured that he has heard you, right? He's just probably waiting for the right time to reach out to you to let you know that he heard you, and then he will give you instructions. And when he gives you instructions, you have to be willing and ready to obey. He's a merciful God. He's a very, very merciful God. He knows that you're human and he knows your weaknesses, right? So just in that moment of seeking for answers and clarity, remember to also pray for strength to be able to do what God is telling you to do. I know I make it sound like, it's so cool, it's so easy, but honestly for me, it hasn't been the easiest. It hasn't been like a smooth journey, but I am loving every bit of this experience. I am loving every bit of this journey. And I pray for anyone and for everyone that is seeking to have this kind of relationship and even a deeper relationship with God. I pray that you will get your heart desire. Just be ready to put in the work. Christianity is way more than just going to church. Trust me, it's way deeper than that. I pray that you find what you're looking for, and I pray that it's going to be a beautiful journey for you. So yeah, guys, I feel like right now I sound like a motivational speaker, I sound like a preacher, but I'm really, really happy to share with you guys. So back to taking a break on YouTube. Was my break really worth it? I think it's a yes and no, right? I would say yes because I've just had time to, figure out a lot of things and, just leave. And I would say no because I did not plan to start YouTube all over again. This break was meant to be a 2 weeks break or highest 3 weeks. But here we are, you guys, here we are. It's been 4 months. Today is the 3rd of July. I went to my YouTube Studio app the other day to check my watch hour. I think that was last month, yes. I went to check my watch hour and you guys, I almost cried. Hey God. Before I stopped posting on YouTube, I had about 3,800 watch hour, which was like very close to monetization, right? But then the whole thing happening, I think the last thing I was thinking of was even my watch hour. Tell me why I went into my watch hour recently and I have 1,000. We are down to 1,300 watch hour, from 3,800 to 1,300. Can you see how like the dip is like this? It just went flat. It's so sad. First day I saw it, I was really sad, but then I told myself that I'm not going to let this keep me down, right? As much as it's very painful, but I'm just here. I'm back here. Starting this journey all over again, kinda, and just trusting that God will come true for me while I put in the work, because it's not like it's magic. It's not magic, actually. So I'm going to try to, put in the work again and see what happens from there. And I think another good thing is the fact that I have actually been filming. For every opportunity I have been filming. I did a couple of vlogs in February. I also did some in April. April was my birthday, yeah, so I also filmed some videos in April. I did a birthday vlog for you guys. So I have a lot of vlogs actually that I would put out, which is really exciting for me. So as much as I'm coming back now, I have some, let me call them old videos, basically. I have some old vlogs that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. At first I thought, let me just come and start afresh and just let go of all the old videos, but nah. I'm going to post all those videos for you guys, all right? So just know that a couple of the vlogs you're going to be seeing for maybe like a month or 2 would be videos I have filmed before now, right? So when I start posting new vlogs, when I start posting vlogs in real time, I will be sure to let you guys know. So Angel is back. Your girl is back. I want to resume posting twice a week on the channel. I'm thinking of maintaining my Sunday posting and add 1 more day to it. So you guys should let me know what you think. So yeah, is there any other thing I'm missing out? I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. For my new vlogs, I want to be more vocal, more loud about God, about everything that He does, everything He can do for you. So while you're watching my lifestyle, you're also learning more about God, if that makes sense. So yes, this has been me, guys. I'm so excited to be back, and I know you guys are curious as to, now that I've quit my job, what have I been doing? What's the next plan? I know you guys have so many questions, but it's fine, it's fine. I'm definitely going to be getting into all of that in the next couple of vlogs, okay? So now is the best time to turn on your post notification so that you don't miss out any of my videos, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you. Mwah.